Welcome, Earthlings! From the minds of Dylan Oltoft and Rob McNair, we bring you Laughing on a Quest!
Dylan, I got a question for you.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I know. It's been a while since we've asked questions, actually, hasn't it?
I miss questions.
We used to do it.
I love answering questions from our commenters.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't from a commenter, this is just a question. So, hypothetically, if they did exist, what would you rather see? A ghost or an alien?
Ghost.
Why would you rather see a ghost as opposed to an alien?
I think there's a story behind a ghost. Behind an alien, there's just sort of just nothing. They come from behind an alien, yeah, they come from another planet. I can sort of work out everything behind an alien just off the top of my head. Another planet, another culture, they develop the technology and all that, and now they're here. Alien.
But it might not be that alien, though.
A ghost, however, can be like, sort of like, how did they die? Did they die? Were they murdered? Are they here for unfinished business? Are they detriment to humanity?
I feel like ghosts definitely have died. But what if it's like the alien from Alien?
Well, then I definitely don't want to meet that. I'm just saying there's a lot more mystery behind a ghost than an alien. Because a ghost
So it's the intrigue that you like.
A ghost circumstance can literally be anything.
Knowledge.
Whereas an alien circumstance, like I just said, can easily be deduced.
Or can it, though?
Well, like I said, if an alien has reached us, then clearly it has advanced technology from whatever civilization it came from and used that to come here. I've already established like 3 different motives there.
But what about like the symbiote from like Spider-Man? Like no one really knows where that came from, but it's there.
Okay.
I suppose what kind of alien we're talking about? We talk about like the Greys. You know the Greys?
Well, this is your question. Are there now parameters?
I don't know. I mean, it depends what kind of alien you'd meet. Like a grey alien. You know the Greys, like the stereotypical alien. Like
Okay, well, like from Paul.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're called the Greys in the UFO
community.
Yeah.
Rob, you're revealing so much about yourself.
I like looking up weird shit on the internet.
Okay, now we're changing the subject.
Speaking of weird shit on the internet.
Look up Mrs. Incredible. You're welcome. So then,
you will thank him later. That's not even a joke. You will.
Total MILF goals. I just think with Ghost...
That sounds like a really good porn parody of Total Recoil.
Total MILF goals.
Total MILF.
Oh, I've got to fuck your mother. I know she's my housekeeper, but I've got to fuck your mother.
I'd watch that.
Double loaded.
I got to fuck your mother.
Just Arnold banging on your front door. I've got to fuck your mother.
There's definitely a joke there. It's like, not come in me if you want to live, but like.
Oh, that's pretty good though.
Come in me if you want to live. That's assuming that the mother sounds like that. That doesn't make any sense. Does it? No. I'm
trying to think of other like famous Arnold. Remember when I told you I'd wear protection? That's right, you did. I lied.
Oh my! Give me your clothes.
Staring at a vagina. You're one ugly motherfucker. Because the vagina looks like the predator mouth.
I mean, a really scary predator mouth. Like from teeth.
Mama Boo Boo's fucking cum.
Like from Teeth, you know that fucking film.
I haven't thought about that in years.
Oh my god.
I just think a ghost...
It's some funny shit.
Like, because you're not going to be scared of a young or an old alien, are you? That's just like Alien. But if a little girl ghost is so much scarier than like an adult ghost or an old woman ghost.
I guess in a way, like you can like attack an alien, whereas with the ghost, like you can't.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. Like whether the alien, or like you mentioned before, whether it's like the alien from Aliens, or if the ghost is hostile.
Yeah.
But if I'm meeting it, like, and
In a
I'm
way, if it's a little girl, it's kind of more creepy because, like, it's like you don't know the ulterior motive.
And not to mention, is this the sort of ghost that is obviously a ghost? Is it like ethereal, like the genie from Aladdin sort of thing? Or is it like from like horror movies like Insidious where they're like a solid human image?
To be fair, if it is the genie from Aladdin, it's the Will Smith genie, it might slap me in the face.
Well, that depends, Rob. What name you have in your fucking mouth?
I don't know, but he might slap me with a palm that's only slightly less open than his marriage. Oh dear.
There's the opening to Hancock 2. Hey! Yours is better.
Oh, do you remember Hancock?
Sadly, yes. Shit.
I mean, Charlize Theron. She was the best part of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's hot.
Yeah, that movie was...
Yeah, I don't know.
I would never...
I mean, it's one of those films that when I watched it, I thought, yeah, it's kind of fun, but I don't think I'd watch it again.
It was kind of fun seeing a superhero that was kind of a drunken piece of shit. But then...
That was the best part of it.
Yeah,
though.
but then that's the thing.
Yeah.
He stopped the bank robbery, and then it became a whole different movie where he meets the woman, and it turns out they're the same kind of people. It's like two different movies.
And also, it was weird that it was like, oh, we're brother and sister, but technically we're husband and wife. It's like...
I think that she was just lying to him about that.
I was like, well, even if she is, that's a bit weird.
I mean, not to create a fire in the comments section here, but there's no way they could have been brother and sister.
Yeah, no. She's hot.
Yeah, but... I mean, Will Smith, like... Could you imagine him in the fucking MCU or something?
I mean, maybe as Falcon.
That being said, there aren't that many like so much non-franchise superhero movies out there.
I feel like watching Bad Boys and stuff, like Will Smith is actually like can be really funny, whereas Anthony Mackie just kind of isn't.
Well, I'm sure you are yourself. You grew up on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right? Like,
no,
you never watched it.
No,
I grew up on it, and I loved Will Smith.
So when I was young, do you remember Robot Wars?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I guess at least in Britain, was on before Robot Wars, and so when I watched I was Friday night wanted to watch Robot Wars, but I had to sit through like the end of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and I just developed this dislike for it. So I was like, mate, I don't care about whatever it is that's going on. I care about Robot Wars.
We don't care if you want a new purse, Hillary. Sir Kill-A-Lot needs to get his groove on.
Yes! Yeah, right? Right? I care about Robot Wars. I haven't watched Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
So, I'm just saying, Will Smith...
I haven't watched Friends.
Will Smith
Have you watched Friends?
Yeah, me and my partner have watched it quite a lot.
I haven't watched Friends. I mean, well, actually, no, that's not technically true. I've watched a couple of episodes of Friends, and whenever I see David Schwimmer, I just think of Lieutenant or Captain Sobel from Band of Brothers, because that was the first time I actually ever saw David Schwimmer was in Band of Brothers, and then I saw him in Friends, and I was like,
he's doing phone commercials now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no. Poor guy.
He was disguised as a glasses rack as while he was talking about them.
No.
He looks so old.
It's like there's two like massive like 90s like comedy shows I haven't seen. Which is Friends and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Well, the thing is, Will Smith had built up so much goodwill.
Mm-hmm. I saw what he did there.
Fuck. But no, everybody was loving him. He came off Fresh Prince. I'm not sure what his first movie was, but everyone loved him in Independence Day. Everyone loved him in... He did a few movies, and then he did Wild Wild West, and everyone thought, well, guess Will Smith can suck.
Yeah.
And
Oh no, he also did Shark Tale.
Oh, the Will Smith's fish.
Oh, that's so bad. That is just such a bad film.
I mean,
I watched that film when I think I was like 10 maybe, and even then I was like, this is a bad film. I mean, even as a 10-year-old watching an animated film, I was like, this is a bad film.
I mean, when even what was the guy that played the gangster, the
Robert De Niro.
Yeah, when Robert De Niro can't save your movie.
Martin Scorsese was in that fucking film.
Why?
Yeah, Martin Scorsese, Jack Black was in it.
It wasn't even that well animated, was it? It looked really grimy and
Really
shit.
bad. I think Angelina Jolie was in it.
I mean,
have
when you
these,
see a film
big-
like Finding Nemo and then you look at Shark Tale, you're like...
And then you've got all like these big Hollywood A-list film people, and the film still sucks. You're just like,
I think it's like a perfect storm. Sometimes you get a movie that has all these A-listers in it because it's just so good and everyone wanted to get in on it, like The Death of Stalin. And then sometimes you get these movies where that have all these stars in it and you realise they were all clearly just either contracted or blackmailed into doing it. Because The Death of Stalin had like Steve Buscemi, Jason Isaacs, and just... I could keep naming for days here and all that, and it was just a flawless cast. And then you had Shark Tale, like even the guy that played his girlfriend was famous or something. Angelina Jolie.
Renee Zellweger, she does.
Wasn't Angelina Jolie like the really sexy fish? I just had to fucking say that. I just had to fucking say the sexy fish.
And she has a fucking...
There's probably porn of that.
And the thing is though, like, there's a bit in it where she says, deep down, I'm really superficial. Which, that's a funny line, because it's ironic.
Yeah.
But then it's just like, oh, you're basically just telling, the Will Smith fish.
Would it have been funnier to say, deep down, I'm very shallow?
Yeah. But she's like, deep down, I'm really superficial. It's like, okay, so you're just telling him that you're a bad person, but then he, like, kind of loves you anyway, and it makes no sense.
That's because him as a character was kind of a piece of shit as well. Remember his best friend... Yeah. Gave him her like most prized possession, like this massive fucking pearl that he was meant to use because he could build up so much debt with his gangster boss, and he just bet it on a horse race. And also, he's a piece of shit.
And also, the entire story is based on him lying about killing a shark.
Yeah. Also,
so he's just a dick. Like
there are two jellyfish in that movie that are like Rastafarian, because like the idea that their like jellyfish heads are meant to be like the Rastafarian hat. I don't know what it's called.
What were those characters? Who were those actors?
I can't remember if my partner loves or hates them because, as you know, my partner's Caribbean, and whenever we're watching a movie that has a really bad Jamaican accent, she absolutely cringes. I can't remember if she hates those jellyfish or not.
Ziggy Marley.
Wait, what?
Ziggy Marley.
What, is that the actor that played them?
No, that's one of the actors that played them. But
that's the thing.
He's the son of Bob Marley.
Shit. Okay,
Doug.
Then they were
Doug.
Then they were probably authentic, and my partner didn't mind them. And just so you know, anybody that's listening, if you like the film Cool Runnings, please know Jamaican people are not fans of it.
Although to be fair, Cool Runnings is like.
I feel like without John Candy, it wouldn't have been as good.
Yeah.
Have you seen a lot of John Candy movies? Planes, Trains and Automobiles?
Spaceballs, mate. I fucking love that film. I
fucking
love Space. Come on.
You haven't seen Planes, Trains and Automobiles?
No, I've only seen Spaceballs.
Do you know a lot of Steve Martin movies? Or?
Oh, yeah. Tube by the Dozen.
God damn, fuck you. That's your go-to, Steve Martin?
Pink Panther. Yeah, the really shit film.
Father of the Bride, at least. Steve Martin, The Jerk. Steve Martin.
No, The Jerk is actually good.
You actually know The Jerk?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, that's an amazing movie.
Yeah, again, that was like.
Oh, you worried me for a minute.
Yeah, no, The Jerk. No, do you remember the Pink Panther film with Steve Martin?
Oh.
I would like to buy a hamburger.
Please tell me you've seen the original Pink Panther movies, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, one of my favourite moments is when a guy arrives who's meant to kill Clouseau, and he's holding a bomb and he says, delivery, and Clouseau just takes the bomb and says, here, thank you. Just takes the bomb.
No, I watched with my dad, like the first...
Kato, fire up the Silver Hornet!
Like the first AC movie I saw was Die Hard, the first Die Hard. Yeah. On VHS with my dad. Like that was the first, and then like he introduced me to so much like sort of classic sort of films like that. I watched the original Pink Panther.
Do you think it's almost galling that we've gone from VHS in 15 years to just automatic button press streaming?
Yeah,
we no longer need a device to play anything. All you need is an internet connection and the movie plays.
I mean, I still have like DVDs, so like you don't need like an Monsters Inc. came out in what 2001. Holy shit! Yeah, 2001. And
Much like
I remember having like the VHS of that, and it was painted the color of like Sully's fur.
That's good. Yeah, sometimes you get VHS cases that were really unique. Sometimes.
Yeah. No, but like the actual tape was like the color of Sully's fur.
Oh, inside the case, right? Okay.
Yeah, like the
instead of being black
tape that you put in. Yeah.
Right, shit.
Yeah,
That's
that
cool.
was cool. And then you had DVDs.
God, you had to rewind VHS
Yeah,
tapes. Yeah. Oh, this is
And you couldn't pause them either because it would mess up the tape.
Yeah, it was bad for the tape as well as like rewinding it while it was still playing. You had to rewind it when it was turned off.
Yeah, because you literally had like screws and shit. I remember the first DVD I had was Spirit. You know Spirit.
Wait, is that the horse movie?
Yeah, the horse one.
Oh fuck.
I mean, to be fair, that music still fucks. Like, it is fucking like it's not a great film.
There are so many
Matt Damon fucking voices Spirit as well.
Do you ever find there are so many amazing movie soundtracks out there that don't deserve the movie they got lumbered with?
Yeah, Tarzan. Man, Phil Collins went hard on that. I also watched Mulan.
We're very much in disagreement. Phil Collins, and here's the man, and he's feeling so sad because he's not a monkey. Like, oh.
I don't think that's the actual song. But
You hear Phil Collins narrating what Tarzan was feeling in the fucking moment. Like, we can read his facial expressions and understand the context, Phil Collins. Shut the fuck up, you bold cunt. Who, by the way, divorced his wife by fax.
That's funny.
That's a Phil Collins fact I know. He divorced his wife through fax.
That is based.
You piece of shit.
That is fucking based.
He's a piece
Like,
of
imagine
shit.
how much that you have to hate your wife. Just like, I'm not even going to say it to your face. I'm just going to fax it to you.
Yep, he did that.
I mean, like, to be fair, like, if Will Smith, divorced Jada through fax, that'd be fucking funny as shit.
I mean, in terms of Tarzan, can you really justify, that one song when all the animals are at, like, the human camp and they're, like, making trumpet noises through, like,
Oh, yeah,
megaphone?
no, that's a really shit song.
Okay, I'm glad we're agreed on that.
Yeah, no, that's really shit. But it's like, again, it's like the Troll song in Frozen, but Let It Go is a fucking banger.
I don't remember what was it?
Yeah, of course you don't. The Fixer Upper one.
Oh!
Yeah, with his little, like...
I don't remember how that went.
You're lucky.
Do you remember the opening song in that? When all the ice people are singing about ice?
Yeah, no. Because Let It Go just overshadows all of it.
Oh, shit. I do remember the... Love is an Open Door song.
Love is an open door. That
is a fucking MT masturbatory anthem.
I know, but I still have it. I have it on my Spotify.
What is it? Couples love to finish each other's sandwiches. I was going to say that. Fuck.
No, it's actually... it's crazy. We finish each other's sandwiches. That was what I was going to say. That's actually the lyric. I have the song on my Spotify.
Rob, there's no need to mansplain.
No, I have the song on my Spotify. I listen to it unironically. I don't care what anyone says.
Jonathan Young, can we get a fucking version of that song? Do a duet with the guy who does the Prince of Egypt plague song
Caleb
with.
Hiles.
Yeah.
I've got that also on my Spotify. I listen to that.
I love the version they do of Playing with the Big Boys Now.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is a fucking banger.
I've also got Minerva. She's done a cappella of Fear of the Dark.
Ooh, that's
by Iron Maiden. I'll send it to you.
I heard these two women one time on the YouTube, and it was these two women doing a gender swap version from the Road of El Dorado. It's tough to be a god.
Road of El Dorado.
And
El Dorado, that's a fucking sick film.
You see so many memes because me and Rob, we expressed in the previous episode, we do D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. It's like so many memes about that. What is it when the rogue and the bard go on a side quest by themselves, and the idea of like this is Loki and Thor during their gap year and shit like that.
The thing is though, like that is exact rogue that I play in D&D.
Is that like DreamWorks?
It's DreamWorks.
DreamWorks, yeah.
Is it DreamWorks? I think it is. Yeah.
It's not Pixar.
No. And no, it's not. And that's the exact sort of. I found it really funny for me because that's the exact sort of rogue that I play. Like I never like in D&D. I don't play an edgy rogue. I play like a bit of a.
Grew up on the streets
Yeah.
and had to skin rats for condoms.
Yeah. Whereas my rogue is just like, oh, I fix like horse races and shit, and I'll do anything. Basically, I had a rogue that I played with my brother, my partner, my cousins. Who I called I called him Ronald Crump, and basically he was like basically based on Mundungus Fletcher from Harry Potter. So he's basically like just a bit of a sort of dodgy dude. He wasn't edgy like at all. He was a dwarf, and it was it.
What, like an what's it called? Like an artificer? Artificer? It's like an inventor sort of thing.
Oh no! He's just a rogue that was just a bit of like a bit of a like a pirate.
Oh, okay.
Kind of thing, just like a bit of a scoundrel and stuff like that. And he was fun. Like he wasn't an edgy rogue. So I think rogues get a little bit of a bad rap about being sort of like my parents are dead, and so.
Well, there are stereotypes in every class. Every barbarian is like a meat-headed, violence-prone. Every bard is a slut, sort of thing. That just wants to sleep with everyone in the room. Like every sort of class has their stereotypes.
But like, I liked being. I like being a rogue. I like being a rogue. I mean, you remember my first rogue that I played a game with you. I had a pet crocodile.
I miss Snodge.
Yeah,
Snodge the crocodile.
I had a little pet baby crocodile called Snodge.
I'll admit, when I play my barbarian, I'm a bit of a stereotype. I'm just like, kill, kill, kill.
But then also, like, your barbarian is just fucking just nonsensical at times.
Yeah.
There was a point. What was it? You burnt down a tavern by like smashing a load of oil lamps. And then you ran outside. I was like, oh my god, someone tried to burn down the tavern.
Yeah, I tried to do a persuasion to tell the villagers.
And then I think you rolled like a 2.
Yeah, I failed.
There was like, bro, we literally just saw you through the window doing that shit.
Now, one of my
And then you were like, oh shit. Then you ran back inside. And then you were like, oh, I need to get out the back door. But then the other 2 players had locked the door. And then you punched the door as well. You punched the door, but instead of punching the door open, your fist just went straight through it.
Because I rolled too high, didn't I?
Yeah, exactly. And then the only way that you got yourself out is by like pulling the handle on the fucking side. That was literally, and I was DMing that.
Yeah, you were the DM on that.
I was like, this is the most stupidest shit. But also, the one thing I think
That's what I love about Dungeons and Dragons.
Do you know, I have a weird thing that if I roll low, I feel like rolling low, the funnier it gets.
Absolutely.
Oh, no.
One of my favourite moments was when your partner was a DM and we just killed some sort of demon or whatever, and its body crumbled into dust, and your partner was not prepared for this because I had my character pick up a handful of this dust and just snort it like it was cocaine.
Oh yeah, then you got
possessed. I got possessed and I had to roll 5 different persuasion checks, and then I got to use it as a Pokemon.
Yeah, because you have to be like, oh, I need to roll these persuasion checks so it doesn't take over my mind.
Yeah, it's I see some demon dust and I snort it.
I'm gonna snort that shit
just to see what happens.
Also, the way it was described was the sort of shit that you definitely don't snort, because it was like oh, it falls. I think she said oh, it falls into powder, and it's glowing, green or something like that. And you're that's not the sort of stuff that you want to put. But you're oh no, this is. I just want to see. I think you literally said it's oh yeah, it might give me special powers. And I was it's definitely not going to give you special powers.
Well, my character had already lost his knob,
and I think I actually tried to persuade. I think I tried to roll a persuasion check to stop you from snorting it, but you rolled higher than me, so you're I'm going to do it.
Funny thing was, I couldn't be a barbarian in that campaign, so I was actually what was it, a monk or something?
You were a monk.
Yeah,
because you started off because you're oh yeah, because you like martial arts. You're I could do the monk, and monks know martial arts and stuff. That's how your character started out. as like a sort of samurai monk, but then just turned into like a liability. Is that even a class? Is liability
chaotic
a class?
fuck boy?
Yeah, is liability a class?
We were in like this tunnel one time, and it was really delicate, and there were enemies and that. And I think my character just just ran through it, just charged, and just fuck.
And I was
pretty much the equivalent of sticking your dick in a lasagna.
Yeah, and also it was just like for those people that don't obviously don't know about it, like it was based in sort of ancient Greece, so it was like sort of ancient Greek mythology in
all
it.
themed, yeah.
Yeah, as a theme, and you got as like a gift from the gods like 3 of Zeus's lightning bolts.
Oh yeah, shit.
Which you decided to fucking yeet into our group onto like this half dead spider anyway.
I forgot.
The only reason why I did not die was because I like had a shield that I picked up, and even then I was like, oh, like one thing, and then she was like, oh. I didn't think Zeus's lightning bolts would be that destructive. I was like, oh, what? You know Greek mythology. How did you not think that?
There was also the point my character needlessly lost his cock. I think we were meeting like Neptune.
That was your fault.
Because my character had...
That was completely your fault.
My character had a reliquary, a Poseidon's knob that he kept as a prize, and meeting his son, like Neptune or whatever it was, just decided to taunt him about it. And what happened?
You lost your cock.
Yeah, Thingy summoned a giant kraken, which the DM had to explain to me 9 times I wasn't able to fight. So I just...
And what the rest of the party said, you cannot fight a kraken. Like, you cannot fight... Because we were like level...
1 or 2.
Like 1 or 2.
Was this a campaign where me and the other player robbed a bank? In like the first town we visited?
No, that wasn't that.
Okay.
No. Oh, maybe it was. I don't know, but that didn't matter. But like, it's like can't fight a kraken.
I just lost my cock, and that became a driving point of my character's like motivation for the rest of the campaign, finding a new cock. Yeah. Every time we killed like a random encounter, I was like, "Do they have a penis I can use?"
It's like the thing is, though, it's like I thought when you lost your cock, I was like, okay. He's a monk, so he's going to focus on his martial arts and his training, get better at combat. No, he's just like, where the fucking dick? I need the fucking
dick. Just kind of obsessed with replacing my phallus.
Because I think you like kill I think you like kill, who did you kill?
I killed so many.
You like kill someone, it's like, oh, he's got a dick. It's like, yeah, but different species. So you can't like... sew your dick you can't do, I mean, like your dick was removed by magic as well. It was like it wasn't like chopped off, like it was just removed by magic, like just disappeared.
Made me like, what was his name? Varys from Game of Thrones.
Well, no, his cock was actually like cut off, but he also just like evaporated.
One last moment I want to talk about from what we did in D&D. There was a moment we were in a city that was being besieged or something. It was a combat situation, and I convinced a group of soldiers to follow me. I persuaded them to follow me wherever I went.
Okay.
And I went into...
Actually...
Rob, you tell me.
Can I just clarify? First of all, I convinced the soldiers, but made the terrible mistake of putting him in charge of like a squad of we convinced like a squad of like 10 soldiers that we were like officers of their army. And I was like, okay, I'll take these 5 and go over here and fight these people. You take those 5, go over there and fight those here. Which, my God, that was the worst fucking decision.
Why, Rob? What did I do? What did I do?
Well, the worst thing, I put you in charge of people first. And you were like, oh, I'm going to run into this place.
Random building. What was in the building?
Into this place where like there's this sort of...
It was a monster. It was a big creepily
It was like a big, yeah, it was
dangerous.
a massive fucking monster. I can't remember what it was called. And then
I'm in there. I'm with the soldiers.
Right, with the soldiers, you're like, all right, guys, fucking go. But and then because you persuasion check, they charge forwards, and then you're like, oh shit, this monster's actually really, really powerful. So you fucking run out of the fucking, and not only do you run out, you fucking slam the door and lock it with the fucking these poor fucking like recruits locked inside.
Yeah, I just.
All right, guys.
I just abandoned
Right,
them.
then the rest of the party consolidate. They're like, oh, what happened to those 5 dudes that we set you off with? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Haven't seen them.
God.
And you're supposed to be a monk out of all the people.
I always remember just like, oh shit, abandon them and lock them.
Yeah, because like they were dying, and also you were kind of on low health.
Yeah, I did not have many. What was it?
But like, why did you have to lock them in? Like, you could have left the door open, maybe.
To make sure the monster didn't follow me.
As much as I hate the fact that that is, yeah, no, that kind of makes. I kind of see your logic. I kind of see your logic with.
I survived.
I mean, yeah. Again, that's not untrue. You did.
I also had a way of talking to certain creatures where I it's almost like American politics. I could say I was coming across diplomatically when I was clearly instigating violence.
Speaking of American politics, you literally had a horse that you called Donald Trump.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You literally had a horse that you called Donald Trump.
But I remember one time we met these like
I've still got his model, actually. I feel like I need to like gift it to you, just because he's useless for anything else. I feel like I need to gift Donald Trump to you.
Oh, that's what I charged down that tunnel with Trump.
Yeah,
I was talking about earlier. We're in this tunnel and I just charged through with him. But no, I was saying before, there was one time.
Yeah, no, that's the shit that happened. Like, because we were like, we were like in like a sort of a fort or something, like a castle or whatever, and you were like running around on Trump.
I think I exploded
these,
us
like,
through a sewer grate.
Yeah, and
when
then
we were meant to
found
try and
these,
sneak
like,
in.
5 dudes, and you're like, oh. A DM was like, oh, you can't like charge this place on your horse. So you got off the horse, did the shit, and then jumped back on Donald Trump. Like, oh, fucking go, fuck shit.
There was also this time we met these like tree people. They were like talking trees or tree people or whatever.
Yes.
And I remember, like I was saying before, I had a way of talking to them where I was diplomatic, but I was clearly instigating, like, great evil trees. It is great that you can overcome your darkest natures to speak to us. And then they get pissed off as like, guys, I'm trying to be diplomatic, but they're trying to fight.
But it's the thing is that it was more like about what you said, really, because like you were rolling persuasion checks, but the thing is, I feel like that kind of went against you. That was like what you said. It's like, oh look, I rolled like a 16 on a persuasion check to persuade them to be nice to us, but as you insulted them,
Yes.
it's like, I mean, I know that your monk had like really bad intelligence for some reason. Oh yeah, because I think when you rolled up their intelligence, like your character's intelligence, like not very high. So he was a monk, but he wasn't very smart. But it was like, not only is he not smart, but he's also like just a bit of a dick.
Yeah, I clearly wanted a fight here, but I just didn't want to throw the first punch, so I was appearing.
So I was just gonna make fun of him.
Yeah, I'm appearing
Not even make fun of him,
diplomatic,
just
saying
insult them.
it's like when girls insult each other, like when they say, "Oh, I love that dress. I would never have the confidence to wear that, but I'm glad you can." I was pretty much doing that as like, "Great evil tree. It is wonderful that you can overcome your merciless nature to speak to us."
Yeah, but
Shit like that.
is that because your character's dumb or because he's a dick?
Yes.
Because there's a dick. he's a dick who's also stupid.
Oh, those are some good times. We'll
Yeah.
have so much more. I miss the fucking Warhammer D&D you were
Yeah.
hosting. You were so fucking pissed off that we were not doing the right things and had to force us into these.
I tried to do it.
You can't pigeonhole players because they will. It's chaos. It's the chaos of humanity.
I mean, that's the life of the DM, isn't it? It's like you've got to be nice to players that have just derailed all the shit that you've done. You're like, okay.
Just got to random throw some bullshit and try and steer them back to the camp.
I thought that one game that I think we only did like 2 sessions that I DM'd. But I'm still up for like doing again. Well, I was like, oh shit. I'm just gonna put you like literally in a dungeon because I was like, I don't know what he's gonna do.
Oh shit! The last campaign we had, I'd managed to convince someone that this place I was the boss, but then I overplayed my hand and they realised I was full of shit. I thought it was a brothel and it turned out to be an art gallery.
Yeah, an art gallery. Yeah, because that was.
Yes, that was a test all along. I'm the owner of this place.
Yeah, to be fair, that was the thing that I made up on the spot because you were like, can I look in the window? I was like, yeah, you can look in the window. Oh, you see a load of naked men and women. And you were like, oh yeah, it's a brothel, definitely. But I was like, no, these are... I had this character, I was like, oh no, these are actually... This is an art gallery, these are life models and stuff like that. But you're like, yeah, I know that. But I'm the owner.
Yeah.
Which lasted, I think, for about 5 minutes.
Because I overplayed my hand. I wanted to see the safe because I was like, I need to observe your financial records.
And then it was like, the safe is not in this place. And you were like, yes, it is. And I think you rolled like a really low persuasion check. They're like, no, mate. It's like, oh yeah, well, no, that's fine. Go in there, and then you like teleport it into a literal dungeon. Because I was like, fuck it, it's Dungeons and Dragons. I'm going to teleport you into a dungeon. Like, I'm fucking done with your shit. Like, go on.
That was the campaign with the fucking barn that I set on fire, because that was all in the same village.
No, that was the same one.
That was the campaign where we started off on a ship, and I ripped off some guy's arms to use as paddles.
Which now I think about it, was actually like, I don't know why I didn't think about it, but I was like, surely that would actually inhibit you in swimming, because like you've got like extra weight on your arms, like that makes no sense. But I was like, you know what? It's the first session. The ship's saying I'm just gonna let you do. I was like, yeah, fuck it. Sever some arms. Yeah, go on, do it.
I recently did another small D&D campaign with my partner and their friends, and the guy DMing it, we were again on a ship that was being attacked.
Thanks for inviting me.
And we were on a ship that was being attacked, and you know what my character did? Because he was also a dragonborn that could spit acid, so you know what my character did? He spit acid on all of the lifeboats.
Oh.
You know what? So that way we can motivate ourselves. If there's no escape, then that means we have to fight to the bitter end.
I mean, I feel like I've got like a kind of weird... was it? Yeah, it is a bit like a sort of weird thing. So like, I play like 40k and I, tabletop games where like there's like a full set of rules, and I like to cut it, because I'm a very interesting person. I love to read the rules and stuff like that. Whereas like D&D, what I like about D&D is that like you can like bend the rules and kind of do whatever you want. But at the time, I was sort of like, these are the rules, and I was like, oh well, actually, at level 1, Dragonborn can't do that. And I was kind of in the mixed mind of like giving players too much and like not giving them enough. But I don't know. But the thing is, it was like it didn't matter what I gave them. Fucking like shit was just gonna unfurl. I think you also like the first tavern you got to, you were like, oh, can I have like a pink martini or something? And I made you roll like a constitution check to down it.
Yeah.
Or so because you're like, I want to down the whole drink. I was like, roll a constitution check, see what happens.
Yeah.
And you made it as well, which was like, I was like, okay, yeah, fine.
One of the most infuriating things about some of my bullshit is that it goes wrong, but a lot of the time it goes well. And as the DM is like, okay, I want to do a persuasion tech of like doing the helicopter with my dick to make this police officer leave us alone, and I roll a 20.
Wrong. I mean, this is another thing I think is that like rolling is 20 does not necessarily mean it's success.
That's true.
But I feel like just rolling like a natural 20 is like, it doesn't mean like you just sort of win, because could be like impossible to do. And also, again, this is like a weird thing that I have. It's like sometimes I get a weird thrill out of rolling really low when I'm playing D&D, because I'm like, oh shit, I roll really badly. What's gonna happen to me?
Yeah.
Like maybe I'm like a bit of a masochist for like D&D.
Not the best things in a combat situation.
Yeah, because I fuck up. Yeah, but I'm a rogue, so I very rarely like actually try and get into combat. Like I try and like sort of sweet talk people. Like I always put my stats into like persuasion and like charisma.
Was like blundering dick first.
Whereas you're just like, it's like, look, yeah, no, that's your character. Is violence is not the answer. It is the question.
No, what's
the
that?
answer is yes. That is what your character is always.
No, what's that G.I. Joe meme I sent you the other day? It's like, knowing is half the battle. The other half is extreme violence.
Yeah. Well, no, I said, I think like your character is like, violence is not the answer, it's the question. The answer is yes.
But I think in terms of like D&D alignment, I'm not like chaotic evil. I think I'm like chaotic lawful. Like there's a method to my madness.
Are you? Because you broke a fucking shit ton.
But I do have a personal code.
Sorry, can we just... Okay, think about the campaign that I was DMing.
Right.
You fucking murdered someone, dismembered them.
Doesn't make me evil.
I mean, it's breaking the law.
But I had practical reasons.
Murder is illegal.
But I wasn't doing it because I hated him or something. I had practical reasons.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You still committed a crime. And then...
Okay, maybe not chaotic lawful, but maybe...
Yeah, no, you're definitely not chaotic lawful. That's what I'm trying to say. You're definitely not. You fucking committed arson. How the fuck are you lawful in any way?
Because I obey my own laws.
Oh. Okay. You've got D&D 4chan. I obey my own laws. It's like, I see. This has just turned into another D&D episode. Really.
Yeah, we need to go back onto talking about Tarzan and penises.
What do we even call this? I feel like we should...
Why didn't Tarzan have a beard?
Because he doesn't shave.
Exactly.
Oh, he doesn't have a beard.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just fucking pussy. Maybe it's
What?
just grow one.
Does that mean he doesn't have pubes?
Ask Jane.
Hey. That's the point. When she started to live in the jungle with Tarzan, did she give up wearing pants?
I like to think so.
I like to think so too. She also should have adopted just the loincloth. Have those like flopping about too.
I swear, like at the end of Tarzan though, she was wearing like a sort of loincloth like bikini.
Why a bikini?
Wasn't she?
Yeah, she was. There were like...
Because, obviously titties are bad and evil.
Disney made...
You know when, because obviously, in Tarzan, when fucking Clayton gets, hanged and killed. No, that's fine. But titties?
I think it's the idea, like, when you see Frollo, like, fall off the thing, as long as you don't, unlike Mufasa, as long as you don't show the body dead, you're fine. Because, to be honest, I think the first, like, dead body...
Mufasa was in a pretty good shape when he died.
But that's the thing, yeah, he should have been like a stampled, bloody stump.
Fucking ribs poking out blood and shit.
He was trampled by, like... Why couldn't he talk to them?
For, like, 100 wildebeest.
Animals could talk in those movies, right? Why couldn't he talk to them?
Oh, because he's racist.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he fucking...
Because remember, like, we eat the antelope and they eat the grass, so therefore we are the superior race and they are the Untermensch.
The lions are in charge because they're able to kill all the other animals, right? That's called a reign of terror.
Yeah.
That's like Caligula.
Yeah, exactly. So, in a way, the antelope just taking revenge.
Not to mention, the lions segregated the hyenas into fucking isolation to die and starve in a fucking graveyard.
Yeah, exactly.
Dicks.
Yeah.
Racist dicks.
Yeah, exactly. And the fact that one of them is voiced by Whoopi Goldberg, like, oh, man. Even though James L. Jones...
voices Mufasa, so, I don't know. Speciesist, then?
Speciesist? Yeah, no, speciesist. I guess.
Yeah, that's a point. They're not really racist because they're not a version of lions.
Also, to be fair,
unlike the second movie when there was a version of lions.
Oh, that's a question. Like, would you rather have a fight with a lion or a wildebeest?
Male or female lion?
But
Because male lions, let's be honest here, are lazy pieces of shit. It's lady lions that do all the work. Male lions, let's not fuck around here. That is
well,
eat
I mean,
and
they'd
shank.
have to be. Oh, they fight though. Like male lions fight for like the control of the pride.
Yeah, but that's like once every few years.
I don't know. Like, would you rather be like locked in a room with like a male lion or a male wildebeest? A female lion or a female wildebeest?
I think I'm gonna die no matter what. Do I have a
Well,
weapon? Like even me myself, I think I'm gonna die.
Well, no, I'm not just gonna give you like a fucking like a rifle.
Oh yeah, a rifle.
Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, win.
Can I have a knife? I think I could kill a tiger with a knife.
I'll give you a corkscrew.
Oh, fuck off.
I'll give you brass knuckles.
Spiked?
I'll give you brass knuckles with like one spike on in the middle.
That's not too bad. That could be like an ice pick sort of thing.
Yeah, I'll give you a brass knuckle.
Dodge its claws straight in the temple. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to die here, but I'm glad I've got a chop.
They're heavy as shit though. And who's more maneuverable? Who's more maneuverable, a lion or a wildebeest? I feel like a lion's way more like agile than a wildebeest.
They have like cat-like reflexes.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'd probably.
But human beings are stupid, and I will kick it in the balls.
That's not stupid.
It's not expecting
That's
that.
not stupid. I mean, you wouldn't like to be kicked in the balls.
Well, that's why I always.
That's why I'm going. Like if there's a big fucking animal that's coming at me and it's got balls, I'm going for the balls. I'm going to incapacitate him.
Well, that's why I always believe humanity.
Especially with spiked brass knuckles. Like, that's the target I'm going for, man. I have no...
If you can hit a lion in its balls with spiked brass knuckles, I'm going to be like, Thingy from Wolf of Wall Street. I'm going to quit my job and work for you.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, there's nothing fair about warfare. If I get a shot at the balls, I'm going for the balls. All right? I've got no chivalry. Like, as long as I win the fight, I win the fight. You know, if you lose, well, boo-hoo for you. I won. I got you in the balls.
God, I'm having shot.
I smacked. Is that animal abuse? I feel like that's animal abuse.
I mean, if it's trying to kill you, I'm not sure that's abuse. Abuse is coming from a position of power.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if it was restrained and you were doing that'd be abuse.
A lion could probably, definitely kill me better. Though.
That being said, apparently you can be arrested now if a seagull's trying to steal your chips and you fucking punch it.
Well, I mean...
Yeah, you could be fucking charged for that, even though it attacked you.
Eat your chits faster.
Or better yet, just don't eat outdoors.
Also, who the fuck, is moderating the welfare of seagulls?
Very sad people, that's... There's a person for everything.
No, you punched that seagull. Why don't you go home and have sex with your girl? Oh, yeah, that's what I thought.
Rob, there's 8 billion people in the world. There's pretty much
I feel like the majority of people on Reddit are the kind of people that would, do that.
Oh. Do you think there's a welfare people for jellyfish?
Well, jellyfish are immortal, so...
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I fucking don't know why there would be. Don't touch jellyfish, because they sting you.
That actually makes me remember, going back to what we talked about before, the jellyfish from Shark Tale. I can't remember if they were okay or not.
Well, do you remember that time?
Oh, damn the shrug.
Do you remember that time in Shark Tale where they're like torturing? Oh, what? No, what was I saying? It was what's his name? Bob Marley's son.
So they must have had the accents right then. Bob Marley's son, he's the guy that did some songs, right? Bob Marley.
Yeah, Bob Marley.
He did a few songs.
Oh yeah, no, Bob Marley. Yeah.
he did a few songs.
He's kind of an underground musician. I'm surprised.
An indie artist.
No one really knows about.
One
Bob
of those
Marley.
Undiscovered gems.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Bob Marley, you know.
But they are like torturing Oscar, which.
Who do you think's had his face printed on more shirts? Bob Marley or Che Guevara?
I really hope...
There's a question.
I mean...
For those of you who don't know, Che Guevara was a Cuban guerrilla military communist leader.
Yeah, and also people love to
murder people.
Put his face on their t-shirts, but I always love to see their faces when I tell him what he did to gay people in La Cabana prison. If you think that Che Guevara is cool, look up what he actually did to gay people. And I will wait.
Unless you're actually homophobic, in which case, pause the video, you're not our audience.
Unless you're an arsehole. Oh wait, you're probably a communist, so you are an arsehole. Or
you believe that the time of the proletariat has arisen, and we will stamp out all of the...
Oh, fucking commie. You know, that's the interesting thing about,
Russia.
Che Guevara. It's like, you have like this dude with a beard, and then you also have these people that,
what the fuck sentence start is that?
I'm finishing it. You have Che Guevara.
Right.
Dude.
Is he the one with the beard?
With a beard.
Right.
Yeah. That children believe in. Bit like Father Christmas. You need to grow up. Anyway, moving on to...
And I'm just picturing Che Guevara on like a sleigh, but instead of reindeer...
No, I'm basically just saying that people that think that Che Guevara is a good person is a child and needs to grow up.
Bay of Pigs.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I just throw that in there.
No, Bay of Pigs is like American fucking...
One of the worst fucking CIA operations in American history as a catastrophic failure of absolute fuckery.
Also, great first start to Black Ops 1. That's a great mission.
Hey, let's just assume that all of the Cuban people just hate Castro. We'll give 50 people some guns and they'll easily overthrow all of Cuba.
Yeah, and then Cuba's going to rise up and say that we hate Castro too.
How'd that work out? And then we'll give them no support, so we have deniability.
Yeah.
We'll just land them on a beach and give them a smack on the bum.
Yo, Dylan, where have I heard that before? Oh yeah, let's plow into Ukraine, where we think all the Ukrainians actually really love Putin. Oh shit!
No,
have you
they
heard
won't
that?
put up a fight. We'll have it by one day.
No, they haven't. No, fuck, shit. Yeah, no, that's definitely never gone wrong before for people.
If you're listening to this in the next few weeks, and you're of course right now in one of the bunkers while the World War III nukes ravage the top lands, maybe take a moment and chuckle at the irony of everything we've just said.
World War III, Putin who, Nanny? I mean, the thing is, you could send us some angry comments, but we'll probably be dead from nuclear fallout.
That demented old man will take the world with him.
Yeah, my God.
We laugh because we're genuinely scared.
Yeah, it's a coping mechanism. I feel weird, like we never get political on this.
I don't think we've actually sided with any side or the other. We're
chaotic. We're chaotic neutral.
I think we just make fun of everyone. We're sort of like South Park. We take no sides. All of humanity is fucking stupid.
We're sort of like South Park, but like
badly written.
South Park's funny. I got another question.
You shoot. Oh yeah, the ghost. Yeah, I think I'd still stick with the ghost.
Oh. I no longer have another question. No, I got one more question because we're coming to the end of this, but I do.
Tragic.
Yeah, I do have like. It's a bit of a weird question. Well, I don't know. It might actually. Well, maybe it's a question that you could answer like either very quickly or we could talk about. If you answer it very quickly, then like.
I have a feeling the lead up to this question is going to be like a fraction longer than the actual question itself.
Well, no. Here's the question.
Right.
Would you rather...
Oh, I love these questions.
Yeah. In context, be Batman. So imagine that you're Batman. Imagine you're Bruce Wayne. Imagine you're Batman.
Right.
Who would you rather have as your adversary? The Batterson Riddler or the Bale Joker? Imagine like you're the Batman, like you're Batman. Who would you rather have as like an adversary? Would you rather have The Batterson Riddler or the Nolan
Batterson
Joker?
Riddler.
Why?
Because he's some dipshit with a telescope. The fucking Bale Joker has like 9 contingencies for every single contingency and then 5 more contingencies after that. He's not a dog chasing a car. He's a guy that has everything figured out perfectly. I'm going to go with a dipshit that, shoots someone and goes to a cafe.
Yeah, but like, the Legend Joker also does shit like that.
Yeah, but I feel the Riddler from Batterson is more of a dipshit, so I feel like I'll survive. It won't be too. It won't take my whole night to capture the Riddler from Batterson.
Your whole Dark Knight.
I'll be able to get here. Maybe.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Maybe get home by 2 a.m. I can play a little bit of like some Elden Ring, have some Cheetos. But if I'm taking
play some polo.
But if I'm taking on the fucking Heath Ledger, that's the whole night. That's like...
That's a full night out.
That...
Full Dark Night out. Sorry, I said it twice. I'm not proud of that.
Okay, which would you rather have? A vibrating cock ring or a vibrating butt plug?
Do I have to buy them?
No, they're free.
Okay,
Either one is free.
They're free.
The option is just which one you would rather have.
Vibrating cock, vibrating butt plug.
And you can use either one in whatever context befits you.
Oh, that's a tricky one. I feel like I like to think that I'm a bit of a selfless lover. I like to like my partner to feel good. So I feel like the vibrating butt plug, so my partner feels good. So I feel like if I had the vibrating cock ring, it'd like be for me, maybe.
But wouldn't the vibrations, if it's on your phallus, being inserted in them, might also...
Yes, but what you need to understand is that I'm not very good at sex. So, I mean, I could turn the best average 45 seconds to the best average 30 seconds with a vibrating cock ring. I don't know. Oh, that's a tricky question.
You could rest the cock ring. That's the thing. As your penis goes all the way in them, your cock ring is then right on the clitoris as you're doing your business.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Okay.
I've done a good one, eh?
Yeah. No, I'm trying to break this down.
Poor choice of
It
words.
depends if... Vibrating cock... Oh, well, I suppose vibrating cock ring could be pleasure for both of us, actually.
Oh, right.
Right?
Yes.
Whereas vibrating butt plug would be only pleasure for one.
But you did lament that the absence of the vibrating cock ring could lead to you lasting possibly longer, which obviously, like you said before, would result in your partner enjoying more of it.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair...
Or does your partner prefer when both of you, for example, climax at the same time?
I mean, who doesn't?
No, of course.
I mean, to be fair, I haven't tried a vibrating butt plug. Or a vibrating cock ring.
They're kind of really surreal.
So I'm trying to like...
The problem with a vibrating cock ring is that it doesn't like make it seem like your entire cock's vibrating. It actually really focuses it only on the point that it's strapped around your knob. So the whole rest of you is normal, and then just that one bit.
Okay.
So imagine...
okay, I'm going to lean towards cock ring.
Are there vibrating condoms?
Say again?
Are there vibrating condoms?
I don't know how there would be.
I'd try that. Imagine your whole dick vibrated.
I mean, I don't know how you would make a vibrating condom.
Carefully.
Without it being like so thick that you can't feel anything.
No, that's a point. You really have to. Apparently, I was listening. I was listening to this podcast from Bill Burr, and he was talking with his wife about this and that. And he said, and he was talking about STDs, and he was saying, "Guys, wrap it up." And he was
wrap it before you tap it.
And he was talking about, guys, those of you that aren't used to wearing condoms, if you're worried about like sensitivity being diminished, he said, don't masturbate for 3 days. After that, nothing will stop your hard-on. And that kind of resonated with me. I was thinking that, like, actually, that makes sense to me. Yeah, if I didn't masturbate for like 3 days straight, Didn't matter if I put like a fucking woolly sock on my knob. Nothing is stopping it.
Yeah, no, I think that's probably true. But like, can you last as long? Is the question.
Yeah, I'd say my average is pretty good.
Well, then you're a better man than I.
I didn't even give a number.
I mean, if it's more than 45 seconds, you're a better man than I.
Depends which hole you're in.
Yeah, man, that's true. I was like, shit. Girls piss out their vaginas. That's what I thought it was for. Didn't realise that it was there for something else.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so...
I didn't even realise that there were girls did porn for the longest time.
All right. Okay.
No, vibrating cock ring, I think. I'm going to go for vibrating cock ring because that's something that we can both enjoy.
Let's. I'm going to try and create another hard situation here. Pun intended.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
Oh.
This is probably not gonna. This is probably already in my head, falling apart before I say it. Would you rather your partner use a strap-on on you, or listen to a recording of your parents playing Scrabble while having normal sex with your partner?
Oh, I don't know. My mum's pretty competitive at Scrabble.
And again, the alternative is your partner using a strap-on on you. But you'd have to be having intercourse with your partner while listening.
How big is the strap-on?
Let's
like, is it really big, or is it like a size that?
Let's say it's not LeBron James, it's Jack Black.
I don't know what Jack Black's collar looks like.
Well,
like, how long is it?
He's a chubby white guy. It's
Yeah,
it's a normal white dick, is what I'm saying here.
Oh, then I'll take the strap-on.
You reckon you could take a normal white dick?
Yeah, because like.
Well, that gives me high hopes for the future.
Well, I mean, I'll see.
You're mumbling there, what?
Good for you, basically.
It's nothing special, mate.
No, it really is.
You don't have to say for the
I mean,
recording.
it's bigger than mine.
Fucking hell.
So good for you.
For fuck's sake.
No, I'll probably take the strap on.
No one's listening at this point anyway.
Yeah, I know. But I need to clarify it. I'm going to take the strap on because...
How long do you reckon you'd last with that pounding away at your cheeks? Just think of it as practice for prison.
Yeah, when I eventually go to prison for whatever... probably go to prison for making this podcast.
Oh, could you imagine in court, the judge and the jury and all that, just the recording having to play for everyone, and you're just there like, yeah, I said that shit.
Yeah, it's just like, yep.
Will Smith happens to be in the jury, and then your fucking Jada joke comes up. And he comes out of the jury, walks up to the witness box.
First of all, it's like... No, but Dylan, remember, I am a white man. The police will be on my side.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man.
No, I'll take the strap on because, thing is, apparently, I've heard, my friend has obviously told me, that the male G-spot is in the anus.
There is, of course.
Yeah, so you might as well find that out rather than listening to your mum whilst having sex. That's science, all right? I've taken a calculated approach to what I'd rather do.
But do you think your partner will find it? Like, imagine a half an hour of just belting away and you're still just not really getting the much out of it.
To be fair, my biggest worry is how much the strap-on is going to cost.
Oh, yeah.
Because they are expensive.
Listeners might be interested to know that over the last years, Rob has purchased for my birthday a multitude of various sexy sort of items.
Sex toys.
Sex toys and outfits of various descriptions.
I've bought you a gimp suit.
Oh, you're naming them.
I've bought you anal beads. I've bought you a vibrating butt plug.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've bought you a ball gag.
All of which has nearly been worn out now by now.
Yeah, exactly. And when's your birthday? May 7th?
It's coming up, actually.
Well, then you've got another present coming up, my man. All right, because I am a considerate friend.
I'll make sure I use it when we come up to your farm.
Good. Good. I'd be insulted if you didn't.
Do you have any question for me? Anything in that vein that you can throw back in my face?
Yes.
Poor words chosen.
Yes, I do.
Lay it on me. Just shove it right at me.
Where do babies come from? Because, like, I've asked loads of people, and they've always told me just to ask you. And now that we're in the same room together, I feel like I need to ask you, where do babies come from? Because I actually don't know.
Rob, have you never seen the opening to Dumbo? Birds fly in with the baby and they play a little song on their kazoos, revealing your baby towards you, and then they fly off.
Ah, well, the thing is, I did see that, but I thought it's probably not real because, like, birds generally don't do that, and it's a cartoon. I wanted to know what really happens.
Well, Rob, that movie was a documentary. I mean, just look at the crows in Dumbo.
Well, yeah, I mean, I understand things like One Punch Man are like documentaries.
Thin line here.
You know, but I was just like, I don't know, man. And also, elephants can't fly. So that was like another sort of black mark against, you know, Dumbo being real. I want to know where babies really come from. Some people say it comes from a stork. Some people say that it comes from humans having sex.
Would you rather wear a G-string walking through a mall or a ball gag on the bus?
A G-string, obviously, because you can hide it.
What is it you're hiding?
The G-string.
No, that's the thing. You got like no trousers on. They can sit there.
Oh, G-string.
So you're still wearing the G-string?
Yeah.
Rob actually has a fantastic ass that I am not surprised that he would love to show off with
Not as
a
good as
G-string.
you. Check out Five and a Hat on Instagram and also Offer and Angus. No, I wear the G-string because the thing is, if you're wearing the ball gag, you can't chat shit to people. Whereas if you're wearing the G-string...
Do you often chat shit to people on the bus?
I mean, I drive a car, so I don't need to.
Oh, you don't take the bus with us peasants, do you?
I mean,
well, joke's on you. Fuel prices are going up, asshole.
Yeah,
I'm not paying for the bus's increased petrol.
That'd be funny if it wasn't true. No, I'd wear the G-string, and also I'd wear like a really classy one.
Ooh,
as well.
sparkle?
I'd wear like a really classy, like...
Well, like a Magic Mike one.
I don't know what those are like. No, I'd wear like a...
Don't you sit there and tell me you haven't watched Magic Mike.
But not like the back, because I feel like G-strings and thongs, like the kind of point of them is what the back of them looks like. So I'd wear like a really classy, like lacy one. You know what I mean? Like a really classy, lacy one. It'd probably be like black.
Okay.
Maybe red.
If you were being knighted by the Queen, would you rather dress as a Nazi or a gimp?
I mean, fucking Prince Harry does it.
I walked into that.
And also, I've got a Nazi uniform.
Maybe not something.
Not because I'm a Nazi.
Yeah, I was going to say, not something you declare without context.
Just to clarify.
Rob is a historic
Just
enthusiast.
to clarify. But the thing is, like, you have a gimp suit that I bought you. And
you're not making yourself look any better here. You buy Nazi suits and gimp suits.
Well, the thing is,
you're pretty much Max Mosley, aren't you?
I'd wear a Nazi uniform just out of convenience.
Did Max Mosley have like Nazi or sex orgies and shit like that?
Who's Max Mosley?
Oswald Mosley's son.
Yeah.
He was there were like scandals of him having like Nazi sex orgies.
I mean, if you're the son of Oswald Mosley, like, are you surprised that he's having like Nazi orgies? Like.
What happened to him?
Who?
Oswald Mosley.
Well, he got married in Germany.
Yeah, the brown shirts in Britain never took off,
the
did
black
it?
shirts.
Black
shirts.
shirts.
They were called the black shirts.
Brown shirts.
Basically, like I don't think even Hitler really likes him because he's like, mate, like, you're just like kind of a bit of a bitch. And then Churchill banned him. It was like, yeah, no Nazi party in Britain. Sorry. No, I wear a Nazi uniform because it's out of convenience.
It's just so snug.
I've also got the helmet. Yeah, I fucking hate like Nazi uniforms look so much more cooler than they have any right to be.
Yeah,
I hate how much I like them.
I'm often annoyed that Nazis ruined black military uniforms.
Yeah.
Because the idea of that could be open to so much cool possibility.
And they look good. And I hate how much I like how they look.
Well, it's like that Mitchell and Webb sketch. Is like they're all in their Nazi black uniforms with the skulls. And like, are we the baddies? Because we've got skulls on our fucking uniform. Wasn't the actual reason they wore that is like a fear thing? Sort of thing?
Totenkopf.
Yeah, not afraid of death and
death heads.
Yeah,
Is what Totenkopf. Yeah, it was well, because you had like the Waffen SS, and then you had like the Totenkopf and stuff like that. Oh, it is a fear thing. Like you have like skulls. Like I mean, obviously he's not a Nazi, but like the Punisher, he's got a big fucking skull on his fucking.
There's a famous samurai regiment that would actually decapitate the front line would decapitate themselves and hold out their own severed heads to intimidate the enemy.
That's based. That's fine. I mean, they used to, Bushido and shit like that. Used to. No, not Bushido. I mean, that was the their creed, but fucking like harakiri or seppuku.
Yes.
Like they cut open their belly, and then you'd have someone like behead.
That was harakiri.
Yeah, and then you'd have someone behead you, but at the same time they had to behead you, but not completely decapitate you, because like the idea was that your head had to like flop. Yeah, like so you like knelt, you disemboweled yourself, then you got your head cut, but then your head would have to fall into your lap. But the person that cut off your head, if they cut your whole head off, that was really shameful and bad.
Yeah.
Again, that's fucking hardcore.
Yeah, there's a lot of culture behind it. I always like to use this whenever I'm talking to weebs online, sort of thing, and who worship Japan or like unit. Was it 247?
Yeah, unit 751, 731.
Yeah, I always wondered why Japan wasn't actually persecuted for their war crimes during.
I mean, to be fair, America fucked them up. He probably felt sorry for him.
Well, the only reason Japan wasn't annexed after World War II is because of the fear of communism, and they would have had to give half of Japan to the USSR.
Yeah, and there was the whole the Russo-Japanese war between the Russians and the Japanese, and you're just like, well, that was basically just like war crime after war crime, most probably, because
that's the point. The USSR wasn't persecuted for the war crimes they had committed when they entered Berlin.
Yeah, and also when they invaded Poland. Yeah, 1939.
Even though Britain had a treaty with Poland that said we would defend them if they were invaded, but we didn't.
Yeah, it's so weird that like not keeping promises from the West.
Actually, even the USSR invaded them as well, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
We were just like, I think it was because we sort of realised we wouldn't win trying to defend them, so we just didn't.
Yeah, and again.
Britain has always succeeded in the sort of wars that only surround the fact that people have to cross oceans to reach us.
Yeah.
And that's how we beat them.
It's not
land wars are not a thing. What's that old saying? You'll never win a land war with Asia or something like that. With China or something like that. You can never win like a land war with China.
It's not as if Britain has crossed the seas to fuck people up.
The sun never sets on the British Empire.
Yeah, it's like that's fucking. They get like big like Poland's like you can understand why like the Polish, like I know some Polish people and they fucking hate Russian people.
I was actually explaining to a work colleague of mine the other day about the Opium Wars, and their only reaction is like, God, Britain were assholes.
Oh, really? Were we? Holy shit.
We just pretty much wanted to keep selling drugs to China, and China were like, please stop selling drugs. And we were like, no. And then they started war, and we just decimated them.
Yeah.
It's like, we're going to keep selling you drugs, and you're going to like it.
It's like, fine. It's like, yeah, we're going to carry on selling drugs. We're also going to carry on selling people as well until it becomes non-profitable, and then we'll stop it. And because that was the thing. Like Britain ended slavery, but not because of the fact that it's morally abhorrent. The fact that it was no longer profitable.
Well, they did have. Britain did pay off slave owners all the way into like 2010.
Yeah, exactly. But that was the point. It was like, oh no, this stuff is It's not the fact that it's terrible. It's the fact that it's not making us money anymore. So we're going to ban slavery. That was like the point.
Not wanting to be on this side of any sort of fucking fence here, but when Britain did make that statement, they actually took a very controversial place in like the global sort of world. God, that was redundant to say. I mean, like the global sort of economic. Basically, we were pretty much the people saying "fuck everyone else" sort of thing. Like with America, not just America, because the slave trade was everywhere, sort of thing. Like, and we were the literally being.
I mean, it's not as if slavery has been going on since the ancient times at all, is it? No.
Spartans had slaves.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, it's different though. It was like slavery, like back like then was just whichever poor people just happened to lose that war and then they got enslaved. It wasn't like
I always think the idea.
I mean, yeah, I guess it was kind of the same.
I think you can also. This is going to be a so insensitive comparison.
History's not fucking pretty.
The slavery towards Africans, you could almost attribute to the same reason why people aren't as pissed at Stalin as they are pissed at Hitler. Even though Stalin killed more people than Hitler did, because Hitler made it specific, it almost seemed like that made it personal. That's why he's more hated. Stalin purged everybody.
Yeah, again,
Hitler made it personal. And because like the slave trade was centered around black people, and not just slaving anybody, that made it worse.
Yeah, I still don't understand. It's saying like people say, "Oh yeah, like Stalin's not as bad as Hitler."
No, you're right. Stalin did hate Jews, but he killed everybody.
I mean, Hitler.
Stalin was a Nazi in a way.
I mean, well, like first of all, even after World War II, Stalin was putting Jews in gulags. And also, this whole thing is like, oh yeah, but Stalin's not as bad because he
serfs,
just killed
his
everyone.
own advisors, doctors.
And like people say, it's like, oh yeah, but Stalin just hated everyone. It's like, yeah, that's not better. That's not better. He like what I can't understand these people that are just like, oh yeah, no, but like Stalin was different, and therefore I was like, no.
Yeah, he's a killer, but at least he's not racist.
Yeah. But then people say that, but it's like
their moral compass.
But then you say, but then the thing is, it's like, but he is racist. Like he was putting Jews in concentration camps as well. Like he is racist. Like you guys are just fucking idiots.
Stalin's purges fucked up Russia so much.
And there's even the joke in Death of Stalin
because all the doctors were because he killed all the good doctors. But the thing is, he actually did cause detrimental effects of the economy because, like with Hitler killing 7 million Jews, he killed like skilled people.
And then also it's like 6 million Jews, like gypsies, disabled people, homosexuals, political prisoners. But then people are just like, oh yeah, but Hitler's like worse than Stalin. It's like, yeah, no.
Maybe
he's not.
Maybe it's because the Red Army didn't make a culture around it. Like with concentration camps and the SS and all that, they created a whole little like hating Jews society.
Yeah.
Whereas again, because the USSR was a compilation of multiple nations and countries and all that, it seemed a little bit
satellite states.
It seemed more ambiguous, the Axis and all that sort of thing. Whereas Germany, it was more centralized.
And I think also, like in World War II, what the Russians call it the Great, Patriotic War, when Germany invaded Russia. So it was like, oh, we need to defend our country. But then they went into, Germany after they started winning. And did some fucking terrible shit. I want to
quickly point out, Italy, no one's forgotten you. No one forgot Mussolini either, by the way.
I mean, he was hanged and his whole family was killed.
Yeah, people were swinging on his ankles there.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. I mean, he was a fascist, He's
fucking fez-wearing cunt.
Yeah.
What?
Sorry, it's all expensive now. God damn it. So we've gone through, what have we gone through? We've gone through Disney, Dungeons and Dragons, genocide and
slavery.
I think that's probably pretty good miscellaneous episode.
Thank God we have the disclaimer before these episodes.
I mean,
not that would matter. That's like, what's that meme of like the what's it used as like a door lock sort of thing? That'll keep them at bay.
So I literally thought you were just talking about like the what's it. It's like what the fuck is sort of. But then you were like, oh, the what's it at the door, and I knew exactly what it was.
Right.
I know that. Yeah.
I think Americans would know it as Cheetos or something.
Cheetos. I think there are Cheetos here though.
We have Cheetos?
Yeah, but they're not as good as what's it.
What, like a cheesy crisp? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, that look a bit like a STD-ridden cock.
Dude, are you okay?
Mentally or physically? The answer
what does your cock look like? Actually, hang on.
Well, because the answer
I
is
already
no.
know that, so anyway.
Because the answer is no to both.
Right then, everybody, leave down your comments below of how we've offended you. I'd like to know which parts you actually found yourself
Oh shit, we
most...
chatted shit about Will Smith.
Oh yeah, you white knighting, petty, childish bitch. Yeah, that's my reaction. You were meant to be so much better than that.
I mean,
you were white knighting, overcompensating, you fucking bitch.
Yeah, you are a bit of a pussy.
You wouldn't have done that if that had been Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson hosting, would you? But a guy that weighs half of you, so much smaller, you were happy to do that, weren't you?
I assume that Jada probably whispered in your ear that you would, let you watch that night.
Just attack a man on the stage doing his job.
Yeah, exactly. The thing is though, is like if it's just like a randomer like chatting shit to your face,
Yeah,
I get it. Like give him
or
a smack,
something,
but
and
like
he done
it's a
that.
comedian that's like telling jokes, and as comedians, we know what it's like.
I've had bottles thrown at me and shit.
Have you actually?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a show that you're a good comedian. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between. Until next time, stay young, stay gold, and you have been listening to...
Laughing on a Prayer.